So, hello everyone, welcome for Nana, episode 11. How will Nana get this mess? I don't really see her in a mess though, so I don't know. This probably helps Nana. So, last week that ends with someone else being murdered. It really looked like Time Guy for that matter. It looked like, time traveling person. He's dead, right? But it looked like him, but he's like generic character design. I don't know. Looked a lot like him, I know. I think she didn't do it right. We do see from her perspective, of course, and she probably wouldn't lie to us again as the viewer. I think there's an issue there, though. She's lying to us, right? Even she's the main character. But anyway, I think as I mentioned last week, you see it all the time in real life, right? If it's a serial killer on the loose, you see copycats, you see people trying to take advantage, right? Someone that hated that guy, killed him, the Green Hill girl, maybe, stuck in the focus a lot. For whatever reason, right? Trying to take the advantage of the situation, right? That okay, someone is killing other people, I can kill my enemy, right? My hate. So that's probably it. Maybe she's gonna figure out who did it and then try to blame that person for all the murders. That could be a strategy, but also could be pretty shallow strategy because they don't seem to have nearly the same way they did it and so on. So it's kind of strange if she did that. But maybe there could be a strategy from her, right? So try to blame that person of all that. Anyway, let's watch the game. So 3, 2, 1, and go. And I loved her Home Alone strategy last week, yeah. So that burglar had powers to avoid all her traps, right? But at least she didn't knew that, so the bullets got damaged. At least it's 3 murders. At least. Bare minimum. And yeah, is she the sister of Koya, perhaps? I mean, we had a theory for a long time, because like, my sister used to have fluffy hair. That theory's been for a long time, right? But last episode, she mentioned she had a brother, right? So, but they don't look similar at all, though. So, I don't know. Appearance-wise, they aren't similar whatsoever. But she did like to play Go and so on. But why wouldn't she ever play Go with her brother then, if she had a brother, so... She left earlier, but I don't know. But I certainly think the government did it right last episode. That's certainly. It felt so strange that she's like, oh no, I forgot to close my window, and then this guy murdered my family, but he ignored me even though he entered from my window for some reason. And then the government blamed me. They were like, oh, it was your fault that your parents died, kinda, and so on. There's a lot of holes in her. There's a lot of holes right in her backstory, definitely. Not say that she lied though, but like she's clearly manipulated. But of course she should understand. She's supposed to be the smart character, but she can't even see that obvious thing. No wonder they go to the government to manipulate her in the whole thing, but whatever. It's pretty obvious. Come on, Nana. He was really murdered. Yeah, let's blame this guy. Guess that's how he looks. He's very similar to Time Guy before there. Wait, a pep talk? Yeah, I give speeches. Okay, what? 5 hours. Okay. Yes, exactly. He was a I was so into this pitch, yeah. I was that guy is yeah. Spits everyone. Yeah, exactly. You're lying with me. So now it's like, yes, because I went, why would she help him out since last time he was blaming her, right? So it doesn't make any sense. Goddamn, people, why don't you respect Nana more? Oh, he can copy people's voices. He can cope. He can cope with voices. Yeah. Horrible power. I can copy people. I can mimic their voices. Maybe he can mimic more though. Maybe he's just lying here. Maybe he can mimic everything. Powers too, right? Otherwise, powers is really crappy. So he can use the restroom whenever he wants to. His guts. Maybe he can time freeze and went over there. Yeah, he can astral travel to the. But how could he use the battery on his astral power though? Yeah, okay, good. He couldn't use the battery in astral form. Man, these characters anime. This guy. Oh, he's a Magneto! Man, this power is awesome, man. It's Magneto. Oh my god. Okay, he only. No, probably can't do that. He probably can only do it to himself, right? No, it's like. No, I can't do that, but that'd be awesome. So he's like super bad Magneto. He's like a weak Magneto. I can like take stuff and put them on my body. Like you. Oh, there's his girlfriend? Well, she's suspicious, of course. Girlfriend, yeah. Fuku. She's in the opening and so on. She's very suspicious, of course. Always blame the girl for that. Always blame the love interest, right? Ooh, for years. Okay, she's very suspicious. This scene seems incredible. It's always like the wife or the husband, right? Come on. Definitely. Okay, what's her power? It sounds very dangerous. Okay, I can't do it inside. The atmosphere. It's storm then or something, I guess. I can make it rain or something. Or lightning bolts, I guess. Okay, so you can like, like, come on, do it on my body. Yeah, like he's not a flex. Come on, he's supposed to show his body. He's like, come on, look at my body. I can take it. Why is all this super bad animation for? I don't know. They're like, he's like getting serious here. Okay, open your eyes, of course. See. Felt more like this powerful wind magic. Talked about atmosphere, but felt more like she's like to send wind magic at him. He's like, oh, fine. That was nice. Yeah. Yeah, but she could cut his neck, you know, as a knife. Gets like a small. Okay. Good. Tell Nana your weakness immediately. Like at the boat, like we need to open. Kind of team up together and be like, yeah, let's arrest her. Okay, fine. Talk to the evil government. Man, Nana introspective. You're wasting your time. It's like, yeah. A lot of insects. Maybe he has insect power. They never that stupid. They never asked her what his power is about. She probably knew what his power was, right? She would have asked her, the girlfriend, what his power was. Maybe some kind of insect control and mushy, baby. Yes, enemies of humanity, you know. Is she the cat? What happened to the cat, right? I mean, it might not be her, it might be the cat again, who knows? And I mean, also, she was kidnapped, but doesn't seem to even care about it. She was like, oh, someone put me in the place and I'm back now or something. It's like, oh, who cares, right? Yeah, she's like... Yeah, it doesn't look like poison. Really convenient weakness there. See, she's gonna charm Nana here, so Nana can't kill her. She wants to be a doctor and help people. So Nana's like, I can't kill this girl. She wants to use help save people. Oh, let's move together. Let's be girlfriends. Here we go. Here we go. We could form a partnership. We should live together forever. Nana-chan, you and me forever. Nice. You could go to college with me. Live with me. My parents. Oh my god. She's like, marry me, Nana. Yeah. You wanna be with Nana forever? Very nice parents too. Man. Just triggering Nana's... Well, she's stupid now, you know that. Can't be angry to Nana, come on. Nana, you can't be angry at her. You know she's like intelligence level of 1, Nana. You can't be angry at the poor little rock girl. It's like... brain is like one rock, man. You can't be angry at her. She should definitely know she's guilty, but I don't know. She's so incredibly... Yeah, she keeps doing a lot of mistakes. I mean, she's saw the photo. Come on, if she doesn't know, who wouldn't know? Yes, Nana. What if she did the photo? What if she does anything against you, Nana? What if she, for once, Ash tried to change? Another danger for Nana! Oh! Yeah, you hurt her feelings. He's here because you hurt the poor girl's feelings. I feel she's overthinking this because it's like she's just sad because you hurt her feelings. She wanted to live with her. She was like, let marry me now. And I was like, no, my parents are dead. Yeah. Now I like, she's overthinking this. Oh, they're sending another murderer. Great. Sending more issues. She asked if it's for a boat so they can leave instead. It's like sending someone more. You just ask them for a boat or a plane so you can leave the island. Just freaking get me off the island, man. Okay, I mean she looks suspicious, but it's always the girlfriend or the boyfriend. So you treasure every experience, eh? The power was amazing. Yeah, he was fat, and some fat there. Ooh, drifted apart. Ooh, is it maybe lovers quarrel? Mm-hmm. So suspicious now. It's like, oh, I see. So he had a lot. He was very popular, and you were losing him. Yeah, yes. Sounds incredibly suspicious that she will be Nana playing the yes, avenged. Wait, why would she believe it's ambiguity? Wouldn't she believe it's a murderer? I don't know. I don't know what she's pretending to him that she doesn't understand. Yeah, it's just a stupid plan. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. It's like, why out of character for her, right? Come on. Who's gonna believe that? And she has the power to send freaking wind knives. She has the power to send wind knives. I don't know, man. But who is his friend then? Yeah, a lot of insects. But I'm thinking also that they have planned. The one thing is so obvious here is that she's saying to them she had, spend time with her friends. Because who is his friend, right? They could have first should have verified who is he then spending time with. It's weird to see them working together now. Yeah, teaming up here is weird. Oh, so his power was too small? Well, they never asked that, but okay. So this is a bad marketing because they should have seen the scene with we as the we as the viewer should have known it earlier before they started to break down who could have done it. That's the information that we could have known, right? But suddenly he's thrown it out here. That's typically an issue with detective writing, where you kind of have the main character have information that we don't have, right? Like, oh, the time is always this thing, or the train is always like the last five, whatever. Yeah, like we don't know that. I think like a Christie book when she solves the murder by knowing the timetable of like London to I don't know, like Liverpool. Like, we couldn't know that as a viewer or the reader because that's horrible written thing. That felt similar here. It's like, oh, he touched tiny, okay, but that really should be explained to us, the viewer, earlier. Her power seems to be perfect for like, slicing someone up, right? Yeah, her power seems perfect for slicing up. She send wind commas, right? Calm my touches, perfect. Yeah, and they're for idiots. We know that. I don't know why she's like, yes, it's all a bit of time. Like, well, she doesn't hurt her if she gets discovered, so I don't. Yeah, I don't know why she's pretending to be. I'd be worse on the adult girl. Poor little Michuru. She's probably dying though from using her power too much. Ooh. Fan service? But it's like. I don't know if I see Michuru in the shower. Doesn't feel that kind of anime, but. She's like a diary, so you can also read her journal. I hope we can be friends. It's a very sweet girl. She's like, I love Nana, she's my best friend. God damn Nana. Never had friends before in her life. She can't handle this. It's like, oh my god, I have a friend! Yes, obviously she could do that very easily. She knows you were guilty, but given it's her, Nana saved me today. Her journal's only like how much she loves Nana. Yeah, goddamn it, Nana. She can't handle this now. Friendship. You're gonna break down Nana here with friendship. Yeah. What does he hate Nana for? Man, poor little. We're gonna see Nana crying now. Gonna be some teardrops falling on her journal there. Yeah, get to represent. God damn it. Nah, you tried to be suspicious of a little. Of course he has it. Where's the dog girl? Yeah. Yeah. Overflowing with trust. It's like, God damn it. So Senpai take care of it. But come on, he could kill you already. He's clearly not trying to murder. He could easily have northed you out, like, 10 times earlier. Like, why would he tell Koya? That's just a stupid question. Oh my god. Is she in the shower, or was he in the shower? I mean, it's kind of weird to have this conversation where she can probably hear them, but okay. Yeah, she's probably dying in the shower. She's probably too exhausted. She's dead already. Yeah, this is an opening actually, we see a hand. So poor little dog girl is dying. But her problem is she's overhealing, right? She's like overheating from overhealing. She's using her powers too much, which makes her go all weak, right? That's probably it. No one probably killed her, well, except arguably Nana killed her by just, use. Nana killed her, yeah, it's Nana's fault. Well, it is Nana's fault. She kept using her powers too much, protecting Nana. So it's all Nana's fault. Now Nana has to live with murdering her only friend. Yes. There's no after ending credits, right? But I mean, for the first murder, Nana definitely looks. No, but no. For the first murder, but this new murder, I mean, not the dog girl murder. The girlfriends look super suspicious, right? Like the power. I mean, immediately when it's like, oh, he got like his throat sliced open, and her power is like wind cutter. Her power is like wind cutter, and you're like, so someone sliced his throat there. And then they did this other stabbing thing. Yeah, so you can send like wind knives. Okay, that seems pretty fitting for this murder. Definitely right. And the other 4 guys is very unlikely. And the thing is that, as with most of this kind of storytelling, who else would it be, right? Given how the narration went here, we have these 4 guys that have shitty powers and whatever the speech thing, and then we have her, right? And all the characters really involved with him, so it's like, who else would it be, right? Who else would it be? It's kind of like that. It's somewhat like that, right? I would say. If they had much more character involved with this character, you might suspicious of someone else, but other thing else would be the guy that has like the Magneto powers. As I said, maybe he can make knife fly and so on, right? He has a knife flying around, but he has. I mean, he could technically be lying, right, and actually be more competent with his powers like Magneto, but probably not. So it's very much probably the Wind Girl then. I don't know why I said anything in the atmosphere though. That's a weird translation. She's adding the wind. It's basically it's wind magic. Come on. Probably guilty, right? And it's always like that. If you ever seen Law and Order or whatever, right? You always like the first person you always suspect is the lover, right? You always suspect the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the wife, the husband, whatever. Right? You're always suspecting the romance person, right? And they're like, oh, so you were drifting apart. So you were angry at him a few times. Interesting, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, like you're always blaming that person, right? You're always blaming that person. That's the first person you want to blame, right? Always like that. That is the. But the thing is that I think by statistic though, it's probably pretty high, right? Like it's probably highly likely usually that it is that person too, like the girlfriend or the boyfriend that does it, right? That is probably very likely. Actually, at least when it's like murder in their own home and so on, yeah, not like on the street, but like not like assaulted, but inside where they're living, right? Like why would you open the door for a stranger and all that stuff, right? Oh, I would open the door for the girlfriend and she's angry, and yeah, like it just makes a lot of sense, right? That she has a lot of easier access and so on. But anyway, so I'll say that again though, to specify here, because it really reminded me, even that way worse though. I think it's like Agatha Christie book I'm thinking about. I don't remember which one, but I think that writing that book was so bad. So basically, the example was that in this book then, right, the detective book, right, she's gonna of course, discover the murderer or whatever, right? Typically like a hotel, I think it is. Yeah, hotel or a hostel, whatever, doesn't matter. And she's there, right? Someone gets murdered, blah blah blah. And then in the end of the book, so spoiler, spoiler. She basically is like, oh, this guy is the murderer. And it's like, how is that guy the murderer? Well, because this other guy and this thing only doesn't work out because like the train in this thing here, so he could be in this city in these time frames. And then she's talking about like how the London train is like leaving at 2 and then it arrives here at 4 something. And all the information is something that you as the reader would be impossibly couldn't know. Even if you probably lived in England at the time, it'd be like, I don't know the exact time frame from like the trains moving. So that's something that was never mentioned in the book whatsoever, right? So that is terrible, really, really horrible writing. I mean, Nana has some issues, but that's even worse because like that means that the detective, the main character, right, solves a crime by having information that is never said to the reader, right, to the viewer, and that's always boring, right? If you see something like Law and Order or whatever, right, you want to have the same information that they are having, right? Which Law and Order is good. Yeah, Law and Order always gives you the same information that they have, that you have, right? So you as the viewer can be like, oh, I think it's that guy being the murderer based on these things, and he's lying about that thing, right? Because you want to be able to view the episode and then, of course, guess who's the murderer is, right? Like, in most of these detective shows, right? You want to be able to guess that. So in that book, then, I think it's a movie super matter. The book is like, it's really stupid. Like, the main character has information that I, as the viewer, never had, right? And she solves it in the last second with that. That is really, really bad writing. Horrible bad writing. Here in Nana, I felt that was clearly in the same way, right? Not as bad, but it's kind of the same way, where it's like, oh, actually, Koya is like, oh, I know he can shrink, and she got angry, and this thing, and I'm like, wait, when did we know that? So that is really bad writing, because he's like he's starting to like unravel and solve the crime with the information then that we as the viewer never got until he's starting solving it, right? So that's bad, crime writing, right? We should have seen a scene, as I mentioned earlier. We should have a scene where he asked either the girlfriend or someone else, right, what his power was, right? But we never saw that. That should definitely have been there So then we, as the viewer, can think of that. Okay, so he has shrinking powers. I wonder if that if that matters and so on. How did that matter? But instead, he needs to never. Yeah, he's gonna explain that during his, detective solution thing, and that's not good writing. That's bad, crime writing. Always bad writing. The character should never have information that we don't have when they're starting to unravel the mystery, right? So that is pretty typical for this writer, I feel, like the bad execution. But the mystery part, yeah, poor little Nana there. I mean, of course, she never had any friends, right? We know that from the backstory. She was, too smart and bullied and so on, right? She never had friends. Parents are dead. And Michuru is like, we should live together, and my parents are nice, and they would love you, and you can be like my wife, and it's gonna be awesome. I can be the one I'll marry. And poor little Michuru is like, let's be together forever, Nana. I love you. I wanna be your wife, And then Nana is like, screw you, woman. I don't like people. Yeah, she's like, no. I don't want to have friendship. So it's probably gonna be bad for her, right? Figuring out that Michuru, of course, loved her no matter what, and no, she's dying, I guess. But I think that she's dying indirectly from Nana, right? I said it earlier too. I think last week or 2 weeks ago, even, right? That she's dying from just using her power too much. She's like, if I heal someone, it costs my life force, right? So bad healing power, very limited healing power, right? And of course, she's probably dying from that, and Nana's gonna blame herself, right? Because she's the one that kills people, and Michuru was like, I love you, Nana, no matter what. So, poor little Michuru is probably gonna get it, and Nana is ready her diary to be like, she loves me, oh, I got it. So, yeah, of course, Senpai, could have helped her. Senpai's like, yeah, she should be in the shower awfully long. Yeah, like, he could have maybe running. That guy is so sinister. He's so many cats he could have saved for that matter, right? He could have saved from Nana. And he's like, she's probably dying in there. You want to go save her? Come on, man. So he clearly knew that she was dying in the shower and was like, I'm gonna wait for the cooler, later moment to say anything. I'm like, man, this guy, man. But still, though, yeah. Last note there. I think it's silly though, again, how Nana is like, why would you tell Koya? It's like, why would he tell Koya? He could have killed you earlier. He could have told Koya several times. So why would he tell Koya about the poison? Like, it doesn't make any sense now. Like, I don't see why she would even ask that. She would be like, I see, yeah. But whatever, that's Nana. Check out the soon. Take on Titan episode 2, right? Season 4, coming up in about 2 hours from now. Yeah, 2 hours roughly now. Titan